shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 114 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
Well, in prep for this one, it was fun talking with the defensive staff because they had to review last week's game tapes where he threw for over 400 yards. And they started ho-humming that performance. And finally, you said he threw for over 400. That's got to be significant. That's why he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
They better be careful what they wish for ho-humming. He might do it again here in this one. This defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Throwing is Allen on third. And complete to Drake London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
What are you doing?
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
It's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Allen to throw it. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Oh, he stays up. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Bills are 5-3 now on the year. They come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They go play action here on first down. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Eight yards to go on second down. On second down, a run with Patterson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Howard from the gun on third down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Elliott on for a field goal. A 52-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've got to probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 18 carries, 89 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Allen's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Allen. Just keeping the play alive. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Howard now, throwing on 1st down. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. Nothing about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Mancombs were so committed to denying the big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. Oh, good move. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Howard from the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the gut, McCaffrey. to about the 40-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Allen. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now Allen off the bootleg. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Howard. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. They'll give it to Patterson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Howard. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Howard. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing now is Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Good footwork at the 30. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Bills to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Howard. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he goes out right around the 39. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. To throw is Howard from the gun on 3rd down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get...
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not that. It came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Here's Howard on 1st and 10. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw. Howard. It's caught by Royal. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Back to throw again. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Howard on first down. He finds his target, Royal. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A final shot before half for Allen. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing is Allen on third. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And I think that's that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. And again, it's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And the deficit will hold pat at 13.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Here's Patterson again. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Howard now on 3rd down. It's complete to Diggs. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Howard. And Davis with it left side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Patterson running between the tackles. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So they're able to build on things here with a field goal. But the question is, how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question, because you know the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game. He'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then tonight and see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down. Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. He's got room at the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Howard. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 20 yards. That is his 951st NFL reception, so 49 away from the 1,000, but 951, that ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there because Andre Reed caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen throughout his career as well. Does not mind going across the middle and making big-time catches.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Allen over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
To the air, Allen. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Here's Allen to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Osborne. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Allen again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Into the hands of London. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Here's McCaffrey. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And that's going to be incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 69 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, Patterson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Patterson.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. Howard. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that is no good. And the lead will stay put at 17. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Now Allen. Over the middle, caught by London. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Allen. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Allen. This pass is caught by London. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. McCaffrey is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Call it a gain of a yard. start as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. K.J. Osborne from 3 yards out. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And the Bills are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Straight ahead, Patterson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
It's a game of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So it's a win here for the Bills, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their 2nd-year quarterback.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for Buffalo, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll look to get back on the...
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Now flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success. Getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out And with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, but you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down. The best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold.